Philadelphia, the first World Heritage City in the U.S., is where it all began. It's the birthplace of our nation, the spot where the Founding Fathers came together to shape a new country. And guess what? A lot of that rich history is still alive today. Two must-see spots are Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were signed, and the iconic Liberty Bell, a powerful symbol of the abolitionist movement. How cool is that? It's packed with historic homes, government buildings, museums, churches, and cemeteries, all part of Independence National Historical Park. This spot, called the most historic square mile in America, draws millions of visitors every year. Visitors can dive into the rich history of the area by wandering the charming streets of Old City and Society Hill. Don't miss the awesome museums like the Museum of the American Revolution and the African American Museum. Plus, explore famous spots from the American Revolution like Valley Forge National Historical Park. Benjamin Franklin, 1706 to 1790, was such a fascinating guy. He wasn't just one of the nation's founding fathers. He was a true American polymath. This dude dabbled in everything: science, invention, writing, printing, and even diplomacy. Can you believe he's the only founding father who signed all three major documents that shaped the U.S.? I mean, we're talking about the Declaration of Independence, the Treaty of Paris, and the U.S. Constitution. That's some seriously impressive influence, right? It's like he had his hands in everything that mattered. Next time you're munching on a delicious cheesesteak, why not sprinkle in some local slang to really impress your friends? It'll definitely add some flavor to your meal and make the whole experience even more fun. Philly's vibe isn't just about the food. It's bursting with stories and culture that make it totally one of a kind, you know? From the street art to the music scene, there's just so much to soak in. A Philadelphia lawyer is a term for a highly competent and shrewd attorney, an expert in the most detailed and intricate aspects of the law. They are known for their ability to navigate complex legal challenges, and sometimes for their willingness to push the boundaries of legal interpretation to win a case. The expression originated in the 18th century, born from the high esteem held for the lawyers of the Philadelphia bar, who were widely considered the most skilled and learned in the American colonies at the time. The phrase is often linked to a smart defense during the 1735 libel trial of John Peter Zenger in New York. It really shook things up back then. Benjamin Franklin, 1706 to 1790, was such a fascinating guy. Seriously, he wasn't just one of the nation's founding fathers. He was a true American polymath. Dabbled in everything: science, invention, writing, printing, and even diplomacy. Can you believe he's the only founding father who signed all three major documents that shaped the U.S.? We're talking about the Declaration of Independence, the Treaty of Paris, and the U.S. Constitution. That's some serious influence. Plus, he invented the lightning rod and bifocals. Talk about leaving a mark on history, right? Fun facts about Benjamin Franklin. Franklin was an absolute genius who played a huge role in shaping America. His work in France was super important for getting the country's alliance and financial support during the Revolutionary War. He was the first U.S. minister to France and helped nail down the Treaty of Paris, which officially wrapped up the war. Plus, he was Pennsylvania's sixth governor from 1785 to 1788. Benjamin Franklin was a key figure in the American Enlightenment. He did groundbreaking work on electricity, famously proving that lightning is a form of electricity with his kite experiment. Among his many inventions are the lightning rod, bifocals, the Franklin stove, and the glass harmonica. He even mapped the Gulf Stream. Franklin, who kicked off his life in Boston, really made waves as a printer and publisher in Philadelphia. He wasn't just any publisher. He brought the Pennsylvania Gazette to life and created the wildly popular Poor Richard's Almanac under the fun pseudonym Richard Saunders. His autobiography is a treasure trove of wisdom, and his famous sayings, like a penny saved is a penny earned, have totally shaped how we think about saving money. It's amazing how his words still resonate today. Franklin really got the ball rolling with a ton of civic groups. He helped start Philly's very first volunteer fire department, the Library Company of Philadelphia, America's first lending library. He also played a big part in what became the University of Pennsylvania. Pretty cool, right? George Washington, 1732 to 1799, was a key American military leader and the very first president of the United States. Serving from 1789 to 1797, people often call him the father of his country because of his crucial role in founding the nation. George Washington, 1732 to 1799, Encyclopedia, Virginia. Key facts and accomplishments. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, at Pope's Creek in Virginia. His formal education wrapped up by age 15, and he kicked off his career as a surveyor. Fun fact, he inherited his first enslaved people when he was just 11. Washington's military journey kicked off during the French and Indian War, where he led a crucial attack that ignited the global conflict. Later, in 1775, he was named Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army by the Second Continental Congress and guided American forces to victory in the Revolutionary War, especially at Trenton and Yorktown. After the war, Washington showed he valued civilian control over the military by stepping down from his position. He later led the Constitutional Convention in 1787, where the U.S. Constitution was created, and he was the first to sign it. Washington was unanimously chosen as president in 1789 and 1792. During his 2 terms, he set some key examples, like creating a cabinet of advisors and shaping the executive branch. He also made the bold move to step down after 2 terms, which became a lasting tradition. Plus, he backed major economic policies and kept peace with Europe. When Zinger's local lawyers got disbarred by a judge who clearly had it out for him, his supporters decided to bring in Andrew Hamilton, a top-notch lawyer from Philadelphia. Hamilton's amazing argument was a game-changer for freedom of the press in America. He said that truth is the best defense against libel, and wow, did it make waves. His amazing performance really put Philadelphia's legal minds on the map, showing just how skilled they are. That's when the catchy term Philadelphia lawyer really took off and became part of American slang. It's funny how that phrase now represents someone super clever and crafty in the legal world, right? Over time, the phrase developed a dual meaning. It's definitely a big compliment, right? We're talking about an attorney who's not just smart, but super sharp and totally on top of everything going on. You know, on the other, it can carry a hint of suspicion, suggesting a lawyer who is so clever they might be able to master the law to their advantage. This nuance adds a layer of complexity to the term, much like the city itself. The phrase really made a splash in popular culture, especially thanks to Woody Guthrie's super catchy folk song, Philadelphia Lawyer. It's one of those tunes that just sticks in your head, you know? It spins this wild tale that's packed with love, betrayal, and some serious legal smarts. Seriously, once you dive into it, you just can't help but get totally hooked. Today, while its origins are historical, the term is still used to describe a particularly sharp and resourceful lawyer. Locally, it's a point of pride, celebrated by the Philadelphia Bar Association, which publishes an esteemed magazine for its members titled The Philadelphia Lawyer. It's a reminder that Philadelphia's legacy isn't just built on stone and revolutionary declarations, but also on the intellectual rigor and formidable spirit of its people. There's never a shortage of awesome things to do in Philadelphia. But there are some things you's just got to do, especially if you've never been to our fair city before. While you're here, diving into the stories that make Philly so unique, like that of the Philadelphia Lawyer, is a must. You can feel that same spirit of ingenuity and determination throughout the city, from its historic halls to its vibrant streets. Whether it's running like Rocky up those magnificent museum steps, refueling with a cheesesteak, absolutely mandatory, bowing down to the history made at Independence Hall, or exploring the iconic Reading Terminal Market, These are the experiences that make Philly so gloriously Philly. The 20 most important things in Philadelphia include these key historical sites, cultural landmarks, and iconic attractions. Essential experiences also include exploring Independence National Historical Park and enjoying the city's world-famous local food. Philadelphia, also known as the city of brotherly love, is steeped in a history and culture that's palpable. From its iconic landmarks and diverse neighborhoods to its world-class museums, there's no shortage of things to do here. Philadelphia offers something special year-round. Hey, whether you want to visit at the height of summer or during fall's vibrant foliage, planning your trip, this guide's got your back. Whether you're itching to check out the historic spots that shape the nation, relax in stunning parks, or dive into a mouth-watering Philly cheesesteak, you'll find all the must-see gems right here. The city's history and culture are deeply intertwined. As the birthplace of American democracy, Philadelphia is rich with cultural treasures. The city beckons visitors to explore its storied past and vibrant present, woven through its many cultural institutions and neighborhoods. Below are some of the best places to visit that offer a well-rounded view of the city's incredible history and culture. A visit to Independence Hall is a must-see for any trip. Completed in 1753. This historic brick building was originally the Pennsylvania State House. It was once home to the Liberty Bell and now stands as a powerful symbol of American independence. Take a tour of the hall and stand in the assembly room, the very space where the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution were debated and signed. This iconic site offers a profound glimpse into the nation's founding history and the spirit of the leaders who shaped it. Just a short walk away, the Franklin Institute showcases the spirit of another famous Philadelphian, Benjamin Franklin, through exhibits that bring science to life. From exploring the intricacies of a giant walk through human heart to gazing up at the stars in the Fells Planetarium, the museum provides a captivating environment for those eager to discover the wonders of science and innovation, a core part of Philadelphia's identity. Philadelphia is widely considered the birthplace of America, specifically the area around Independence Hall. This is where the foundational events and documents that created the United States took place. On July 4th, 1776, something huge went down. The Second Continental Congress officially adopted the Declaration of Independence, breaking away from British rule and claiming freedom for the 13 colonies. Can you imagine the excitement? Fast forward a decade to the summer of 1787, and you've got delegates gathering once more at Independence Hall. They're diving into some serious discussions to hash out and draft the U.S. Constitution, which is basically the backbone of our government today. How cool is that? Philadelphia wasn't just a city. It was the heart of the nation back in the day. It hosted both the First and Second Continental Congresses and even served as the U.S. Capitol for a whole decade, from 1790 to 1800. Can you believe that? You can explore this most historic square mile in America, which is preserved as Independence National Historical Park. Here, visitors can tour the pivotal locations of the nation's birth. At the center is Independence Hall, where both the Declaration and Constitution were signed. Nearby, you'll find the Liberty Bell Center, home to the iconic Liberty Bell, a global symbol of freedom. You can also visit Carpenter's Hall, the site of the First Continental Congress in 1774, and the Betsy Ross House, the preserved residence and shop of the woman credited with sewing the first American flag. To delve deeper into the revolutionary story, the Museum of the American Revolution explores the dynamic and complex story of the nation's fight for independence. So, when you hear the term Philadelphia lawyer, remember, it's more than just a phrase. It's a testament to a legacy of intellect, passion, and a relentless pursuit of principle that was born right here. It captures the essence of a city that has never been afraid to argue its case on the world stage, a city that continues to shape history with the same cleverness and conviction it had centuries ago.